share. Two guys and a mic with nothing to spare. Unfiltered, buddy, raise that beer high. Shooting the shit till the morning sky.
What's going on, guys?
Get on my dog's ass.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Unfiltered. I'm BB. Almost forgot what show I was on for a minute there.
Yeah, I seen that, and I'm Tater, and ignore what you just saw. If you've seen it, don't pay attention to that. That was a sideshow thing. We'll get.
Oh shit. Well,
That dog's ass on my head. What the fuck?
How's it going?
It's going pretty good. I honestly can't complain, and I don't think it'd do any good if I did, because ain't nobody gonna fucking listen to it. So it is what it is. So how about you?
You want to tell me about it? I'll listen.
Which part?
Just wherever you want to start.
Wherever I want to start. Well, we can start with the fact that
All
North
right,
Carolina.
I really don't give a fuck.
Exactly, my point. Fuck you.
But what about North Carolina?
Fucking sucks.
Football, or what are we talking about?
Fucking hurricanes on school system.
Look,
Well, one hurricane sucks for anybody that gets them. Okay, that's just a given. The fucking school system sucks even worse. I'm not going to really get into it, but it fucking sucks.
Just said clip it.
Which part?
I don't know if it was the me fucking up part or the you wearing what you were wearing on top of your head part.
Don't clip what I was wearing on my head. What's wrong with you?
Fucking towel head. So you had a week off. We both took the weekend off last week.
Yes.
It was much needed. For me at least, it was much needed.
It was. I hate to say it was a great break because I enjoy doing this. It's fun. Kind of get to say what you want, how you want, and nobody really judges you for it. But it was a good break. It was something that I was able to get a lot of stuff done that I would have had to rush otherwise to do. So yeah, it was a good break.
Well, let's dive on in. So I sent you some links. Is there anything specifically that you want to cover out of those links?
Yeah, actually, yes, there is.
Which one you wanted to cover?
I want to cover this nasty son of a bitch that exposing himself in locker rooms claiming to be a woman.
All right, that's the first one I had pulled up.
Yeah, let's cover that for a minute because I got a question. One, he should be on a list.
He is. He's
two,
a sex offender.
And two, how in the hell did he get into a school locker room? Because it plainly says exposing himself to women and children in girls' locker rooms at public schools and community centers.
So I get the
how the hell did he get in
a
Oh yeah, I can get that part, but how the hell did he get in a public school in a girls' locker room?
It's in fucking Texas too, at that.
Yeah, that I don't get it.
Like
how did he get in the locker room?
Texas was one of the first states to start putting armed teachers, like arming their fucking teachers.
Yeah. So how the fuck did he get in a girls' locker room in a school?
Just wants to know why your hand looks like it's not attached to your body.
It's attached. It's just not in the frame.
Huh.
You can do it this way if you like it better. And
most schools, bathrooms aren't at the front. Like our schools around here, they're down each individual hallway. Like we have several hallways throughout the schools, and the bathrooms are there. there's not bathrooms like in the main area of the school, like near the office area and shit.
Well,
I'm
we
assuming
have bathroom.
it said locker
We
room,
have.
so I'm assuming their gymnasium, maybe their gymnasium is detached from the school, and it was like a sporting some type of sporting event.
It's either that or we have a field house, and our field house is out, and it's literally in the center. You've got the field house in the center, you got the football field over here, the softball field over here, and then the baseball field up front.
So actually, it was at a school after a swim class, and he was saw touching himself while nude in a shower stall with the curtain open. Then the same thing happened at a fitness center. He was naked in the. Thing is, talking about being trans, this motherfucker don't look. He doesn't look trans.
No, he looks like a drug addict.
Yeah.
Excuse me,
I
but
told
yeah, that's pretty looks like.
Hunter was the one that told me about this news article, and to me, he looks like the guy that originally played the original Chucky. Like,
He kind of does.
Let me look him up. Charles something. Charles Lee Ray.
He looks like Bozo with longer hair. Kind of reminds me of it if it had long hair. Because he's got that bald spot right here in the middle. Fucking nasty ass.
This is a more recent picture of that actor. Come on. Pull up TikTok.
Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. You read this. You talked about this just a minute ago, but you left out a very, very pertinent part to this whole ordeal. When you said the whole part about swim class and touching himself in the nude with a shower stall with the curtain open, and I'm gonna put this out there because I want this to be known because I want everybody to take a. If you can't see it, then we need to figure out how to make people see it because I want you to take a good look at this nasty fucker. One disturbed mother also said she and her 5-year-old daughter went to use a public women's locker room at a school after a swim class when she saw Cox touching himself while nude in a shower stall.
I didn't leave that part out. I didn't leave that part out.
You left the 5-year-old part out.
Well, yeah, I left that part out. But
he was doing it in front of a 5-year-old child.
So, tell me that doesn't look like him. Like that's the original actor. He got a cameo in the new Chucky series.
You cut his hair, he really would.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So it says too that he has a rap sheet of sex crimes that span more than 30 years. Why isn't this dude buried under the fucking prison at this point? Like he's not going to learn his lesson.
He's a tier 3 sex offender, the most serious type, which requires a lifetime registration. He was first placed on the registry in 1998.
They found child pornography on his phone and schedules for gymnastics at that gym.
Okay, so here's where I'm gonna throw people to the wolves here. A certain place, and I'm not gonna say places because I feel like with what I do, this can kind of bite me in the ass. So, certain public school system, you can read the article for yourself. allows people to use locker rooms and bathrooms of their choice based on their chosen gender identity. So where he was caught doing this, they allow people to use locker rooms and bathrooms
publicly
of their choice publicly, depending on their chosen identity. So if I identify as a woman, I can go in a woman's bathroom or locker room and do what I need to do.
This blows my mind that this is in Texas. Absolutely blows my mind that this is in Texas. And
the particular county they're talking about makes it even worse.
Yeah. Now,
because you would never think it.
I seen a post on Facebook. If you're gonna do this gender neutral bathroom shit, you know, choose your gender, take away the bathroom stalls, like make it to where there's actual fucking doors on these bathrooms, to where they can individually go into a bathroom and be able to shut and lock the door and not have to worry about someone peeking through a fucking hole.
And newsflash, if you're in my area where I live and you're a male, which means you have swinging things between your legs, and I see you follow my child, my daughter, into a bathroom, we gonna have problems. Big ones.
Well, you know, I stopped going to Target for a while. You know, Target was doing the we're pro trans and you could use whichever bathroom you want. And I stopped going to Target for a while, and they kind of reversed that and split back bathrooms the way they were supposed to be.
Okay, so I'm gonna say something that may spark a lot of controversy. Whatever. I don't care what you identify as. I don't care if you're straight, gay, crooked, left, right, up, down. I don't care. I honestly don't. The way you live your life is the way you live your life. That's up to you. Don't give a shit. But where I have a problem is when it starts to affect my family, my kids. That's where I have a problem. If you're a guy and you want to identify as a woman, have at it, brother. Do you?
If it involves children, period.
But don't let me catch you following my 14-year-old daughter into a bathroom either, because then I'm gonna follow you.
I feel like I feel like if I was out in public and I saw a little girl go into the bathroom, into the women's bathroom, and then a man follow behind, I feel like I'm gonna fucking have to say something, you know? Like, what the fuck are you doing? I don't give a fuck that it's 2025 and apparently you can decide whatever the fuck you want to be. Like, no, right's right, wrong's wrong. Get the fuck out of that bathroom.
There comes a point where we got to draw a line, folks. Like, there's a point where we got to draw a line here. And I feel like the line needs to be drawn at a male going into a female's bathroom. There needs to be a line, like, right there. That it needs to be cut, because
a woman should be able to feel safe going into the fucking bathroom and not have to worry about something bad's going to potentially happen to her. You know, she could be sexually assaulted or anything, but it's okay because it's 2025 and they can go into whatever bathroom they want.
And it's not just adult women. You're talking about a female bathroom where there's children going into them to use the bathroom. A child should not have to worry about that at all. 100%.
I don't know, like, what ever really sparked the bathroom shit. Like the trans shit, that's always been a thing, you know, for 20 plus, 30 plus years, whatever. It's been a thing, trans. Where all of a sudden did you wake up one day and say, well, I'm trans and I identify as this, so I should be able to use this bathroom? What the fuck made you wake up one day and decide that was a fucking thing? Like, that only has recently, in the last 5 or 6 years, has become a thing.
Yeah.
Until you have that surgery and you get that dick out from between your legs and you become a woman or vice versa, go use the fucking bathroom you were assigned.
And it's not even so much use the bathroom you were assigned. And I'm gonna quote, not really quote, but I'm gonna pull a page out of Mr. Charlie Kirk's book here. There's two genders, male and female, boy and girl. That's it. That's it. There's two chromosomes here, X and Y. You get one of the two.
Yeah.
And that's what you are. What you identify as, I mean, I could go out into the world right now and identify as a polar bear. But
I thought you were going more for the Apache helicopter.
I mean, I could go for that too. I mean, hell, I'll go out there right now and identify as a 12-foot alligator, but I'm not 12 foot tall. Nor do I have the jaw pressure, nor do I have the teeth.
They might make
nor do I
for
have the
that.
swimming capability.
They might make a surgery for that.
I mean, I'm sure if you go to China, they probably do have one.
I mean, have you ever seen the movie Tusk? Dude literally turned a dude into a walrus. A human walrus.
There you go. There you go. I mean, but seriously, come on now.
Just said
I watched a TikTok video of two guys in a car. They get pulled over by the cop. The driver's identifying as a cat. The passenger is identifying as his owner, and all this, that, and the other. And the cop looks at him and goes, "Look, we can do this the hard way or the easy way. The hard way being he keeps identifying as a cat, and I call animal control to come down here and give him a rabies shot. This, that, and the third, and guess what ends up happening? They both quit playing their bullshit, give the cop their license and all, and whatever he asked for, and he writes them a ticket. They go on about their day.
Cats can't fucking drive. Step out.
It's a sad day when a cop literally has to pull that card of, okay, well, you want to identify as a cat? Well, then we'll play that game, and I'll get animal control down here. We'll take you back, give you a rabies shot, take you to the pound, do what we got to do. Why? What's the point?
I think that's worse than like the sovereign citizen shit. You know, when you know, I don't live by your rules. I live by my own. You know, that
there's a difference.
Is worse than that.
There's a difference between being a sovereign citizen and being a fucking idiot. You can be a sovereign citizen without being a fucking idiot. And some of these people I watch, some of them, now I will agree, some of them, they know what they're doing, they know what they're talking about. They've got their shit together. But other ones, they try that shit and they just idiots. Like some of these people I watch, well, I don't need a driver's license to travel. I'm traveling. I don't need a driver. The fuck you driving a car?
Yeah.
It don't matter if you're traveling or not. You're behind the wheel of a motor vehicle. You need a license in all 50 states.
On a public road.
Yeah, you need a fucking driver's license.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, though. I think for the cop to have to deal with the cat bullshit over the sovereign citizen bullshit, I think I'd rather deal with the sovereign citizen.
Hell no, I'd rather deal with the cat bullshit because at that point I can just threaten you with animal control and a rabies shot. You're going to give me what the hell I want and we're going to be done with it.
That might not always work. Just saying. Might not always work.
Well, if that don't work, spending the night in a pound may wake your ass up. I don't know. Hell, you sleep on that little cot they give them poor dogs and cats, you might actually come to your senses a little bit.
Feeding his ass dry cat food and water.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody's been in a pound lately, but you look at how them animals are kept. I mean, granted, to the pound's credit, they do the best they can with the funding they have. I'm not dissing pounds or talking shit about pounds in any way because there are quite a few, and many of them do the best they can with the funding they have.
You got to think, dude. I feel like that would be that would be a door for a fucking lawsuit, and I feel like that's what they would want. Like, I identify as a cat, and then okay, well you're gonna identify as this. I feel like you take them to the pound and all that bullshit, and you treat them like they wanted to be treated. It's a lawsuit. At that point,
No,
like,
the first judge you take that in front of is going to throw it out because it's on body camera.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Of you, it's being said to the officer.
Yeah, but the officer's reaction of "I'm going to take you to the pound."
Okay,
like,
so
if
I'm a judge, the first thing if I'm a judge, first thing I'm gonna do is throw that lawsuit out. Well, you identified as a cat. He's doing what he would do to a stray cat.
Yeah.
I mean, come on now. You want to play the common sense game? We're gonna play the common sense game. You want to play? I'm gonna be an idiot game. We're gonna play the okay. You want to be an idiot? I'm gonna treat you like one game.
Yeah.
I mean, common sense, which ain't so common anymore.
While we're on the topic of animals and identifying as them and such, did you ever watch Tiger King?
Yes, I've watched that idiotic.
It wasn't that bad. Second season wasn't as good as the first season. He was in jail by the second season.
It was bad.
It was
bad.
It was comical.
It was bad.
It was comical, and you know it.
I'm not gonna say there wasn't some funny shit, but it was bad.
So, did you see that? One of the tigers that Joe Exotic had was given to someone that he knows of the name Ryan Easley, and he was killed by that said tiger that was given to him in Oklahoma during a performance.
Hold on, I'm having issues here. It's wanting to throw ads every time I try to pull up the. Yeah, all right, go ahead, because it's trying to make me do some ad bullshit, and I'm not doing it. So go ahead.
He was in the middle of doing a show, and they don't really go too much into it, but it was a roadside zoo. And something went wrong, and the tiger ate him.
Okay, so first off, we all know which direction this is going to go. We all know it's going to be the fucking tiger's fault. We all know that.
Yeah.
It's going to be the fucking tiger's fault. They're going to blame it on the tiger. It's not going to be his fault. He did nothing wrong. Except have a wild animal trying to make it do tricks. We don't know how that works out. I'm not saying it always works out bad, because you can have it happen. Steve Freed and Roy proved that until one of them got shrugged by the head across. Yeah. Anyway, you've got a 400-pound cat that's meant to be not an offense. What do you expect? I mean, the same thing has happened with elephants in circuses and stuff like that. The elephant just loses it. It's not where they're meant to be. There's a difference between keeping them in a zoo and that shit. It is what it is. Quit trying to make the fuckers do tricks, and they won't rip your head off or your arm or your leg. You know, again, back to common sense. 400-pound cat.
Currently, they did. I figured they would have ended up euthanizing the tiger, because, like you had said, it was going to be the tiger's fault. But as of right now, the tiger has not been euthanized.
Nor should it be.
It shouldn't be. It absolutely should not be. It did get it. Apparently, he's had it
Hold on, I want to look something up real quick, and I want to share it because
Hang on.
this
Hang on a sec.
is
Sick baby. Remy just got sick. Um, apparently, so you were saying you were about to clear something up.
so. There's a man on YouTube. Um, I'm gonna throw his name out there because he's quite popular on YouTube. They call him the Lion Whisperer. His name is Kevin Richardson. He lives in South Africa. I think it's South Africa. We'll say it's South Africa. But he runs what I'm guessing now. I haven't really kept up with him in quite a while. I used to watch him regularly. But he started a big cat thing where he has lions, he has hyenas, just a bunch of different. There's a giraffe that shows up. It's a wild giraffe, but it has a name. But he has big cats. He has lions. I do believe he's got some leopards in there somewhere. But he started from a movie that was supposed to be made, from what I've watched. And it's turned into this whole big thing to where he's trying to open a park. He's trying to bring people in to make money to help preserve these animals. And if you watch him, I'll share my screen and maybe BB can show it. He actually does get into the enclosures with these animals. Now, when I say enclosures, these animals are in enclosures that span 15, 20, 30 acres. They're huge. They make most zoo enclosures look like you're keeping them in a dog pen. I mean, they're gigantic. These cats, he even loads them up in a truck and takes them out and lets them out the truck and takes them on walks to where they can just go. In my opinion, Kevin does it the right way. But let's see if I can share my screen here, and I'll share just a tad clip of one of his videos that Kevin has of what he does.
Hello, gorgeous.
So this is with him and one of his male and one of his female lions. I mean, and as you can see, you don't see a fence in sight, but these lions are in a fence.
And you know that's still dangerous as shit.
I mean, it's dangerous, but
Hey guys,
But you know the
so
risk,
first day back.
in my
A
opinion.
lot of you on Instagram have been asking me to
Fucking
film,
hyena.
The animals when they see me for the first time after being away for 2 weeks and a few days. They want to see the reactions, and I was just saying to somebody that it's not always what you expect.
Okay, arriving here at Livy Ginny Vaetzi. Trust the old Vaetzi always.
Some lions are just cool cats. Let's see what the girls do. Hello, my boy! Hello, my boy! Hello, my boy! Yeah.
so as you can see, that's a full-grown male lion.
Yeah.
That's a 400-500-pound cat, and like I said, I've watched him, and he has a thing to where he'll tell you that this relationship he has with his animals is not a I'm the owner type relationship. It's a mutual respect between him and the cats. He respects them. In return, you see what he gets. I mean, there was a full-grown male African lion
Running.
rolling around on him, running towards him like a puppy dog. And he's been doing this for 15 years, and you hadn't heard him getting killed yet.
You know,
Because
it's
he-
like Polly
he-
said, at the end of the day, they're animals and they're unpredictable. You know, that's a risk that man's going to take. But it's like you said, though, too. He treats them with respect. It's not an owner relationship. They're still free animals.
Yeah,
mean,
they're still free. They're still
living
free to
in,
go.
like you said,
and-
15, 30 acre lot.
Yeah, and if he goes up to an enclosure with those cats in it and he notices, you know, a male lion having a bad day, guess what he doesn't do?
I ain't going in there.
He doesn't go in there. He leaves them alone. And he tries again another day.
Yeah, everything is, you know, has the right to have a bad day. And sometimes you want to be left the fuck alone as a person. So Polly had said, you know, it shouldn't be, but the tiger will probably be put to sleep. That makes me think of, remember the Harambe incident?
The gorilla, yep.
Yeah. That kid climbed into that enclosure.
With a male silverback gorilla.
But the gorilla was found at fault and was euthanized. I don't think that's right. Like, the gorilla didn't ask the little boy. It's not like it stood up and said, "Hey, you little boy, come here. Climb down here."
Is it right? No.
Or the alligator that got the little girl at Disney a few years ago. That now that pond or lake or whatever it is has a fence around it. They euthanized that gator.
So now you're getting off into a whole nother subject when you start talking about alligators and crocodiles with me. So my question for you, BB, you go up to a pond, a lake. There's no signs, nothing posted, no inclination that there's an alligator in sight or even around. You go swimming. You're out there, you're having fun, you get out of the water, you're eating lunch, and you see a head pop up. You can't mistake an alligator. You know when you see them, you know the head, you know what it looks like. You see that alligator pop up. You can tell by the size of the head from the alligator. You look at it and your first thought is, that's a 9, 10, 11-foot alligator. What do you do at that point? Do you allow your family to get back in there and swim, or do you say, okay, guys, we're done? What do you do?
Well, I've lived in Florida with alligator, you know, in the swampy areas of Florida with alligators, and I've swam in lakes.
You live in a state that is full of them.
You know, I've swam with alligators, honestly. Like, literally just what you just said. Got out of the water, was like, oh, there's an alligator. But as a kid, they're real docile. You leave them alone, they're not going to fuck with you, typically. I remember swimming probably 100 feet away from one, if not closer.
So the thing is with alligators,
But I
and
probably would
crocodiles-
not let my kid go back in the water, no.
So the thing is with alligator and crocodiles, you've got two totally different animals that are in the same crocodilian family. So here in the U.S. with the American alligators, 9 times out of 10, unless that alligator is associating humans with food, meaning he's being fed by humans, a lot of times alligator's gonna swim the other direction. He don't want nothing to do with you, just like you don't want nothing to do with him. He gonna leave you alone. Now, you go across the big pond to Africa with the Nile crocodiles, or you go to Australia with saltwater crocodiles. Those are a totally different breed of crocodilian. You get in that water, and the first thing that crocodile is going to do is defend his territory. He's going to defend his home. If that means ripping you limb from limb, that's what he's going to do. You may not know it's over yet, but he knows when he's got you.
Yep.
Those animals know when they've got you. But here in the U.S., we go to a lake every summer, multiple times, to where you're in knee-deep water, walking around. Get off the boat, jump in the lake, you're in knee-deep water, walking around, drinking a beer, having a great time. At any given point, you're 5, 6, 7 foot away from what could be a 12-foot alligator, and you never know he's there. Never see him. Till you step on him and he swims off because you scared the shit out of him. But 9 times out of 10, when there's 40 boats around and 80 people, you're not going to see them because they're going to swim the other direction. Unless they've been fed by humans and they associate humans with food.
But if you remember the movie Lake Placid.
Okay, you can't know.
Hold on. Old Betty White feeding that alligator. Remember she was feeding
crocodile.
the crocodile. Okay, she was feeding that damn crocodile.
A cow. Come and get it.
Got like you said. Association.
He associated humans with food.
That was what she wanted. She didn't want people in that lake. She wanted that lake to herself.
And that's like here, where I'm at. We have 2 ponds on the farm. One of our ponds butts up to the swamp. Well, that swamp runs hundreds of acres, thousands of acres around the county. That swamp also backs up to said lake I was also just talking about. So we now have 3 inhabitants that use our pond. And they just so happen to be alligators. We know they're there. We let people know, hey, if you're going to fish back there, just know that you could run up on said alligator. One's a male, the other 2 are females. How do I know? Size difference. There's an obvious size difference in the 3. Because they're all roughly, looking at them, they're all roughly the same age. But there's quite a size difference. Do they bother anybody? No. Our dogs go back there and go swimming in the pond. Do they bother our dogs? No. We hadn't had an issue out of them. But they're there. We know they're there. We give them that respect. We give them their room. They're free to go and come as they please. We don't bother them. They don't bother us. Nobody feeds them. Therefore, they're not associating humans with food. So they still got their natural instinctive fear of humans. And what a lot of people don't realize is once an alligator gets to a certain point, a certain size, he only has one natural predator. And that's us. A 10 or 12 foot alligator only has one natural predator that's really going to cause him any harm or kill him. And that's a human. And they know it. You may not think they know it, but they know it. Alligators know a wild alligator that's never had any food interaction or is not used to humans knows if it sees a human, that means danger. hide. And this is a animal that at 12 foot and 600 to 1,000 pounds could take a full grown male at 300 pounds. And I don't care if you can deadlift 1,000 pounds or bench press 600, he'll rip you from limb to limb if he wanted to. There's no overpowering him.
Nope.
But that alligator sees us as a threat, so therefore he leaves us alone. And I'll get off my reptile tangent.
Well, I mean, hey, it is what it is. We're staying on topic here. Paulie said the only thing that has a chance to harm him. You know,
humans,
humans and themselves,
it's the same,
really, because they fight each other.
But you take a large alligator or a large crocodile. So let's go back.
You don't use a 12 gauge shotgun on an alligator.
No, you use a 22, and there's a quarter size spot at the top of the head, and I would not recommend that.
Spot.
I would not recommend that in most states unless you have a tag or you're a damage control agent, because if you get caught, that is an extremely large fine, and there is no or, and jail time if you get caught doing it illegally.
So in North Carolina, like here we have when we can't hook them.
In North Carolina, it's illegal altogether.
You do have to have the tags and stuff. You go on a drawing here and you pick which county and stuff you want the draw. But you can't snaggle them.
So in the state of North Carolina,
and only the person with the license or with the tags can shoot.
So in the state of North Carolina, unless you're a damage control agent or you have a badge that says North Carolina Wildlife Officer on it, you are in no way, shape, form, or fashion to touch, catch, harm, or otherwise keep an American alligator at all. It is a fine, and or they can lock you up for it, which they will fine you, and initially you will get taken to jail for it because they will lock you up.
You have a season though, right, for gators?
No, North Carolina actually talked about opening a season, and they were going to do a lottery style, which means you would pay your money to get your name put in a hat.
That's the way we do it.
At the end of a certain amount of time, they would draw names. Those names that they drew would get tags. And here locally, the lake I was talking about, the local government around that lake,
even in emergency, that shotgun's not going to work.
No. You've got to hit them either in that quarter size spot on their head, or you've got to put quite a few rounds in their belly to stop them. What you may think would stop an alligator won't, because you're talking about an animal that can survive. They fight with each other. So you get two large males fighting, and one of those males could be walking around for the next 30 years missing limbs, missing part of his face, missing legs, missing part of his tail. And they can still hunt and survive like that.
Yep.
And they have been known.
Well, the thing is, all alligators are fucking armor with legs.
They're a tank with legs.
Yeah.
And teeth.
A lot of them.
Steve Irwin put it best. An alligator or crocodile is nothing more than a frog with sharp teeth.
Yeah.
If you're a reptile lover, that's what they are. Now, if you're not, then it's much more than that, but it all comes back to live and let be. You leave them alone, let them live their life. They're going to leave you alone. They're going to let you live your life. Don't bother them. They don't bother you. I mean, and you could say the same thing for humans. Bronson, if you didn't know me and I kept coming in your yard bothering you, messing with you, threatening your life, I'm a threat to your livelihood or your family's livelihood. What's your first instinct? To protect your life and property, correct? In any means necessary.
Yeah, let's just say I have a sign in my house that says we don't call 911.
Okay, exactly. The same goes for those animals. If you invade their space
Shoot
and they
first,
feel
ask questions
threatened,
later.
yeah, if you invade their space and they feel threatened, they are going to protect themselves. Just in their case, the only way they know how to do it, or in a tiger's case, the only way they can do that is with their mouth or with their claws. That's how they protect themselves. To where us as humans, we have guns, we have knives, we have, all this different stuff to protect ourselves with if we feel our life and property is in danger. Animal don't have that. All they have is what our great creator has given them.
Yeah, Polly, you're right too. Yeah, they are one of the last living dinosaurs.
One of very few left,
Yeah.
yes. So crocodilians are actually the ones we have now. They are ancestors of what was the dinosaurs. I mean,
All
you
an
see an
alligator
alligator.
is a shrink rayed T Rex. Well, it's got little
I mean,
legs.
you've done a great impression there. I'll give you props on that. You'd make a great T-Rex.
Like that movie, that cartoon Meet the Robinsons. I'm a dinosaur with a big head and little arms.
No, you got to do it with you only got to use 3 fingers because that's all T-Rex had. But yeah, it's animals. I'm a hunter, so don't think I'm one of these
Leave
PETA
leave my
fuckers.
lazy eye alone.
But animals protect themselves in the only way they know how, just like us as humans, we protect ourselves in the only ways we know how. That's just how it works. If you do something or put yourself in a position to be harmed by one of these animals, it's going to happen. If you get a tiger cub and you think, oh, cute little tiger cub, and in 10 years you don't think that tiger cub, that same tiger cub, is capable of causing you fatal injury, you're an idiot. You're a moron.
Yep, 100%.
There is a reason the zoos across this country have the rules and regulations in place that they have for dealing with some of these animals. And it's because, one, they're wild. They still have that wild instinct. I don't give a damn if they were born in that zoo. They still have that instinct. And two, they're a fucking wild animal. It's what they do.
That's the problem with like people thinking, "Oh, I can domesticate this."
No.
But it's always going to have its apex predator mindset. Not even just that, but like you said, the wild mindset. Like it's always going to be somewhere in that head.
I mean, people, Domesticated dogs come from wolves. Okay, you go out and get yourself a German Shepherd, a Great Dane, a Chihuahua. I hate them little fuckers. A poodle, whatever. Great. You've got a dog. Now I want you to try to go do that same thing with a gray wolf. And treat that gray wolf from a pup to adulthood. Treat that gray wolf the same as you did your dog. Your chances of getting killed or mauled by that animal are much greater, because the Great Dane I have out there is domesticated. It's been bred into them, so on and so forth. I go out there and get a wolf pup out of the den and raise it. Yeah, it may have been raised by me, may have cared for it its whole life, but the moment it decides it wants to be in charge, I don't stand a chance. There's nothing I can do other than the obvious.
That's where I was getting at with the apex predator mindset. When you're an apex predator, you know,
there comes a point in every apex predator's life to where they want to be in charge. And when they want to be in charge, they're going to throw that challenge out there. And if you're not prepared for it, or you don't know what the signs are to know to leave that animal alone, you're going to catch the short end of the stick, which means you could pay dearly with your life at the end, and it'll kill you. Quit having wild animals as pets. It's not smart. Stupid.
I mean, your wife keeps you.
Yeah, but she's got me trained.
Are you though?
To an extent, kind of sort of.
You're not even housebroke.
I pee outside.
Hence, not housebroke.
Oh. Well, in that case, no.
And she told me about the corner recently too.
No, she was fussing at me earlier because instead of coming in the house to the 2 bathrooms we have to pee, I was going behind the garage.
I see videos
She's
of
like,
people with lynx as pet. You mean lion? Wait, what? Did you mean lynx?
no, so a lynx is, I'm sure you know what a lynx is, Bronson.
I think I do. Maybe.
So a lynx is nothing more than a souped up wildcat. It's like a bobcat on steroids.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they've got the long tuft that comes out the ears. Yeah, that's a lynx. And having a lynx as a pet is a dangerous game, because lynx can be very, very territorial, as can a bobcat.
They've got some of these that are too.
A lynx, I don't know if you want to pull up a picture of a lynx to show people, but a lynx is, yes, it's a souped up bobcat is all it is. Yeah, fuck a bobcat too.
I mean,
bastards.
Who wouldn't want this thing? You know, like, I mean, just look at it. Look at the eyes, like gorgeous eyes, man. Why wouldn't you want that?
Yeah, so that's, yeah.
And then it turns into this.
Yeah, it turns into something with murder mittens.
You know, it turns into that.
Yeah, murder mittens. That son of a bitch has got murder mittens. Actually, yeah, that's a Canadian lynx. The big picture here on what's my right is a Canadian lynx.
Yeah.
There was one you pulled up that said bobcat with it. I don't know which one that was. I think it was the one of the little one. The little baby with the blue eyes. Yep, right there. Go up, go up, go up, go up, go up, go up, up, right there. So
Yeah.
that says
Bobcat.
Lynx Rufus Bobcat. So that right there could be a lynx or a bobcat, but there's distinct differences between a lynx and a bobcat. One gets bigger than the other. Hold on, let me see if I can find the differences between the two.
He said, yeah, but do they have that wild animal instinct? Absolutely. That's what we were talking about with the apex predator and stuff. Like, it's always in an apex predator's mind that wildness comes out. Like, Tater reenacts on the weekends caveman and learns about fire every weekend. But a lion.
So the differences between the two. Hold on, I'm gonna have to take myself off to push to talk because my computer wants to play dumb.
I don't know why you stay on push to talk anyways.
Because I'm used to being at the other house where if I don't, everybody hears a bunch
Idiot.
of background noise and yeah, it gets rough. So hold on, give me a minute.
Freaking idiot.
All right. Can y'all still hear me?
Yeah, unfortunately.
All right. Shut the hell up. So, lynxes are generally larger than bobcats. For example, the Canadian lynx can weigh between 18 and 60 pounds.
That's a big
While
ass
bobcat,
gap. 18 to
while
60?
while bobcats typically weigh between 10 and 40. Lynx have
That's a big
longer
ass
ear
gap too. That's a
tufts.
gap too.
Yep, lynx have longer ear tufts and completely black tail tip, while bobcats have shorter ear tufts and their tails are banded with black on top and white underneath. Lynx prefer cold, forested areas. Bobcats are more adaptable and can thrive in a variety of habitats, including forests, swamps, deserts, and even suburban areas. Both species are solitary, but bobcats are known to be more aggressive and adaptable in their hunting strategies. Bobcats often hunt smaller prey like rabbits, while lynx primarily target snowshoe hares. That's a big ass fucking rabbit if you've never seen one. Fuckers are huge.
Well, a hair period is huge.
Both lynx and bobcats are primarily nocturnal, but bobcats can also be active during the day, especially in areas with less human disturbance. So, I mean,
You hear them damn bobcats like around here, it sounds like a woman crying.
I've had a bobcat try to climb a tree on me while I'm deer hunting. He tried to climb the tree my
But
deer
you know
stand
what?
was
You know what I'm
attached
talking
to.
about with that.
That cry they do.
Sounds like a person crying, like a person just ugly crying.
But yeah, a 60-pound cat. Come on, it's a big ass cat.
Yeah,
That's the size of your average pit bull. Ridiculous.
I don't know. That means it will kill you in your sleep if you have lynx as a pet. Not
necessarily.
just because you have it as a pet, it could turn on you. It's a higher probability of you trying to domesticate an animal like that, of something bad happening. Not to say that it wouldn't happen, because there's always that possibility. Even you owning a dog, like we were talking about earlier, there's always a possibility that your dog could wake up one day and you're getting on to that damn dog. Like, I gotta.
It decided it wanted to eat your face off.
My Belgian Malinois, she's temperamental. She holds grudges.
So just to put it in,
A dog can turn on you.
I don't know who that comment came from.
Polly.
But okay, so Polly, just to put it into perspective for you, I have my dog breeds that I love and adore. And a few of them, my wife will not let me have because we do have younger children. Two of those being one being a German, not a German, a Rottweiler, and the other one being a Doberman. I grew
Both
up. My granddaddy,
lockjaw dogs. Both those are lockjaw.
my granddaddy, Duke. We had Duke, who was a Warlock Doberman. Big ass dog, huge. But my granddaddy would also tell you, you can love him to death, but don't trust him. Rottweilers, same way. Rottweilers can be some of the most loyal dogs you'll ever see. But all it takes is for that switch to flip and they'll eat your face off. Cane Corso, me and my wife both. Cane Corso is a beautiful dog. They can be wonderful family pets if you start them at a extremely young age. If not, those can be some of the worst dogs you'll ever own. And it's just, I love Great Danes, but you look at so we'll talk English Danes for a second, because English Danes are the bigger of the two Great Dane breeds. English Danes are more stocky, they're heavier, shorter snout. They're just bigger all the way around than an American Dane. American Danes are known to be more slender. They've got that longer snout. Still the same height. I'm not going to say that American Danes are any shorter. They're just a lot more slender than your English Danes are. But you look at an English Dane. You take a full-grown male English Dane in good health. That dog can weigh well over 100 pounds. If he decides that he's done and wants to snap, there's nothing you're going to do other than shooting that's going to stop that dog. I don't care how big you think you are. You may weigh 300 pounds, but that 140-pound dog, if he wants to, he's going to get the best of you in a hurry. People want to talk about wild animals all the time and how wild animals can do this, can do that, this, that, and the third. But if you own a dog, you own something that can do it just as quick. That dog that sleeps in the bed with you at night could kill you just as quick as that alligator we were talking about, this tiger that started this whole spiel. That dog can do the same damage just as fast. Minus a chihuahua. The worst that's going to do is just tear your damn ankles off. I hate a chihuahua. Why? Who come up with a chihuahua?
My mom has two at Taco Bell.
Here, lizard.
I had those.
I think I'm going to need a bigger box. Fuck a chihuahua, dude. I hate them.
My mom's
Can't
got
stand
two.
them. They're my least favorite dog.
They're just bigger rats.
They're mean for no reason.
That just comes natural. It doesn't matter how you train it. That's just a natural instinct for a chihuahua, is just to be fucking bitch.
They're little dog syndrome for real.
I know moms would put my damn would put Daisy in her place. Like, Daisy, you're bigger than her.
So Bronson, you mentioned it. You have a Belgian Malinois.
Yeah, it's not a shepherd.
Those,
I know you're like, oh, she's got a German shepherd. No, she's
I called her I called her a German shepherd earlier. But Belgian Malinois are used a lot for law enforcement. And a lot of law enforcement officers will tell you there is a night and day difference between a German shepherd and a Belgian Malinois. Belgian Malinois are really quick to bite. A lot of law enforcement officers that have Belgian Malinois have been bitten by that dog on multiple occasions. And it's a dog they've been with for a very long time. A lot of officers can have one for 6, 7, 8 years that they work with every day. They take the dog home with them. And that dog's bit them on multiple occasions. Belgian Malinois are known to bite first and ask questions later.
Look,
Not saying Bronson's is like that, but
yeah, she mine is all bark, no bite. She'll nip at you, but like if you came into my house right now, all she's gonna do is bark at you, and you're not gonna touch her. She will not let you touch her.
and I wouldn't expect her to let me touch her as a stranger.
Now,
And I'm not going to reach out to touch her.
The other one, yeah, the other one's fine. Can't stand that little dog, but yeah, they Belgians, you know, it's kind of like how you were describing the Danes. Belgians and German Shepherds, real close. Shepherds are that stocky, not as slender, and they're taller. And Belgians, they're more low profile because you know their hind legs pretty much are almost. It's like a North Carolina squatted truck.
Belgians sit more. Belgian. I would compare a Belgian to a hyena.
Look,
They've got those tall front legs, but their ass kind of sits low.
People have mistaken her for because of her color. Have mistaken her for a damn coyote just because of her color.
I can see that. I can see that.
Daisy May. Daisy. Yeah, I'm the idiot that names a big old dog Daisy.
She's pretty though. She's a very pretty dog.
Oh, Daisy. Oh.
She said, "Nope, I'm not having it."
Yeah, she's prissy.
That's also a dog that was taught not to jump up on people.
Yeah.
You could tell by the way you called her up there, and she was like, "Wait a minute, this is something I'm not supposed to do."
Yeah. Well, that was when she was a puppy. Man, it was constant jumping. You kneel them enough times in that chest, they stop jumping.
I tell my wife and kids, you want a dog to quit jumping on you? When they go to jump on you, just put your knee up. You don't have to hit them. Just when they go to jump, just stick your knee out there because they're going to jump and they're going to hit your knee. And you do that enough, they're going to realize that, oh shit, that hurts. I'm going to quit. You're not really.
It ain't.
I'm not saying when the dog jumps, throw your knee up and knee the shit out of them.
I've done
That's
that.
not what I'm saying. I
don't recommend
try
it,
to
but I've done
refrain to doing it. But when they go to jump up, just kind of lift your knee. Just lift it up.
It's just a block. That's all it is. Block.
Yeah, you're blocking them from jumping on you is all you're doing. And they realize they figure it out over time that, okay, this is an unwanted activity. I'm going to stop.
What's up, Decoy?
Dogs are smart.
So we're not really going political, but the other article that I have in here.
Wait a minute. Which one are you going with here? Are you going with the Ryder Cup, or are you going with the other one?
The Ryder Cup one.
Oh, damn it. Okay.
Did you want to do it?
I had the other one pulled up because it was...
Well, so they all lead into each other. So the Ryder Cup will kind of lead into the other two.
Okay. All right, cool. I got it. All right.
So it's not really political, but Donald Trump was at the Ryder Cup. And he talked about that he wants more prosecution and retribution for people. And then he went to the Ryder Cup. Now, specifically, he was referring to the Charlie Kirk killer, for one, wants full extent of the law for death penalty. But he's wanting people that are on death row to go ahead and start being executed. Like there should be no point that you are waiting to be killed. You need to be done with get off the taxpayer's dime. If you're on death row, get out of here.
And that's something I can kind of agree with. If you get the death penalty in your case, there should be no reason you sit on death row for 20 years. That to me, if the crime you committed,
I feel like if you appeal it and it's not overturned, then like you've exhausted all of your
okay. All right.
Things.
So what is your ideal time that they have to appeal that death penalty? How long do they sit on death row with an appeal? I mean, do they sit there for 2 years, 5 years, 10 years? I mean, how long do they sit there?
I feel like, because the appeal process is a lengthy process, but I feel like it should take no longer than 2 years. No longer than like 2 years.
So what crime do you feel that the appeal process shouldn't even be warranted? I mean, there's
mass murder.
I mean, assassination.
Any type of like, which if you're on death row is heinous. So it's kind of hard to say anything heinous, because if you're on death row, more than likely it was a heinous crime. So I don't know, even 2 years is a long shot. You know, if there's a way for the appeal process to be able to go faster and be like, nope, sorry, your appeal, nope. Because there has been a few times to where people have had their death row sentence overturned. And possibly for good reason. You know? It's kind of the fucked up part of the judicial system.
I don't know. Kind of torn here because in one way I agree with you, and the other way I think you're full of shit.
Well, hang on. Let's do it this way. So certain types of murder, such as those that involve
premeditated,
crimes, terrorism, killing of law enforcement officers, treason and espionage, large-scale drug trafficking, capital murder, aggravated murder. So at that point, if it's anything to do with murder, anything to do with terrorism, treason
there should be no option.
Yeah. So the only one that I would say the appeal process should be looked at is for drug trafficking. Like I get
it. To me, it depends on what scale.
But if you're drug trafficking, is it really worth killing somebody?
It depends on the scale.
It does say large scale drug trafficking. So you're talking about like fucking Colombia cocaine coming over from Mexico and shit.
If you're the guy bringing it, then the death penalty I don't think is warranted, because if you get caught, you've probably already gotten a death sentence right there by getting caught. So you're dead anyway. But if
So really,
you're the
there's
guy,
that's the
if you're
only
the guy
one.
making the decisions like that, then yeah, death penalty is warranted.
If you can find the top dog guy, the ringleader of it all, like say the cartel, for example, that you could find the guy behind all of it, absolutely.
Make an example.
Make an
Make an example
out
out of it.
But everything else, yeah, absolutely. And I think it needs to be an expedited process. It shouldn't take forever to appeal the case, and a lot of that is when they appeal their cases, or because they're just trying to buy time because they know it's going to take forever. Oh, we could probably find new evidence in my case that proves that I didn't do it. Decoy said people die from old age on death row in California. Yeah, I mean, the most democratic state, of course. What are you guys' opinions on the death penalty? Should it be done in a faster process?
So back to the whole Charlie Kirk killer thing. So in the state that he's standing trial in, do you know that one of their death penalty sentences is still the firing squad?
Yep.
They still have the firing squad as a death penalty.
Yep.
I think, what is it, Utah?
Yeah.
Utah. They still have the firing squad as a.
Now you gotta admit that's got to be rough on the firing squad, like to pull that trigger. Now it's not. It would.
It's a randomized process, so the people pulling the trigger don't know whether or not they have the actual bullet.
It's like Russian roulette, but no matter what, you're fucked. It's still to be the one that has the bullet. It's like,
but you don't know if you have it or not.
I get that, but still, you're like, that would still fuck you up.
And they all pull the trigger at the same time, so you're not gonna know whether or not it was your gun that.
I feel that if they did the firing squad, they should hit him in the same fucking spot he was hit. Fucking hit him in that fucking neck. But also, it was a quick death. I feel like it should be agonized a little bit.
Electric chair.
End up green miling him and don't put the water on like that fucked up guard did.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Go back to stoning people. That would be horrible. Getting stoned to death.
Which one you covering next? Horrible.
So we've done the Ryder Cup. We've done the Mr. Nasty, who needs to be.
That one needs the
stoned.
Death penalty.
Yeah, that one.
30 years of sex crimes. 30 years.
He shouldn't still be walking the streets. He should have never been let out.
That's a flaw in the judicial system alone.
Right. 100%. So let's go. Man who fired on ICE facility, hated U.S. government, sought to kill federal agents. The gunman who opened fire on an immigration and customs enforcement facility in Dallas hated the U.S. government and wanted to incite terror by killing federal agents. Handwritten notes found at a suburban home. Authorities said 29-year-old
He don't even deserve that name to be said.
Joshua, yeah, set out to ambush the agency and then fatally shoot himself following the assault.
Took the
So let's stop.
Took the coward's way out.
You just took the words out of my mouth. So
it's funny how all these mass shooters do that bullshit.
One, he targeted a federal facility where he knew those he targeted and was trying to kill were armed. And he took one of the two cowards' ways out. He didn't commit suicide by cop, as it said. He killed himself.
I'm shocked, honestly. That I wouldn't be shocked of either one, honestly. Because suicide by cop, a lot of people that do that want that.
Yeah, that's what they're after. They're after suicide by cop so they can try to make cops look bad. Look bad. And I'm sure that's probably what his initial thought was. Well, I'll do this and make it in a way to make them look bad.
And notice by that last name that he has that he was more than likely not a foreign national.
No, he was an American citizen. And the next part gets me. The shooting at daybreak. So he did it extremely early in the morning.
Yep.
On an office building. An office building. Including a van and a gated entryway that held detainees. One detainee was killed and two others were critically wounded. No ICE personnel were hurt.
His entire mission.
So his entire mission that he had set, he didn't even complete.
Didn't even kill a
he
single
didn't get
one.
Nowhere close. He went there and killed the people he was trying to kill for. You idiot! You dummy!
Why would you shoot the?
You killed the people.
Why would you shoot the van?
You killed the people you were going there to try and help.
I don't know why he shot the van.
You dummy! You killed the people you were trying to help.
What do you think's in the back of an ICE van? He must have watched the newest South Park.
Oh my God.
He must have watched the newest South Park where there's just ICE agents in the back of the ICE van.
When you sent me this and I seen that, the first thought that went through my head was, you fucking idiot. You went there to do one thing and did the complete fucking opposite.
I tried to pick some good ones tonight.
Like that. You dummy. Why? What the hell?
At daybreak, like you said though. So it was an office building. Who the fuck is at an office building at daybreak? It's where they did. It was an office building.
Yeah, it says specifically intended to kill ICE agents, firing at vehicles carrying ICE personnel, federal agents, and detainees. He also fired multiple shots in the windows of the office building where numerous ICE employees do their jobs every day.
Which tells me the building was empty. Because it said it's where they do their jobs every day.
Yeah, so he shot at an empty building.
They weren't there yet.
And he shot at vehicles carrying the same people he was obviously there trying to free.
Notice what state this
And
is
ended-
in again.
And
Notice what
ended
state.
up killing one of them.
Notice what state.
Oh my God.
What is going on in Texas? What the fuck is in the drinking water in Texas right now?
What are y'all doing down there?
What is going on?
This is the same state that quite a few years ago was put in an express lane for the death penalty.
This is the same state that wanted to become its own country.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because
Yeah, the
it's
same-
big enough.
This is the exact same state that Ron White made a joke about, talking about while other states are trying to abolish the death penalty, my state's putting in an express lane. He said, if you come to Texas and kill somebody, we will kill you back.
Yeah.
What the hell are y'all doing? The gunman, who authorities said fired indiscriminately from a nearby rooftop, was involved in a high degree of pre-attack planning.
It didn't seem like he planned
How?
too much.
To me, there's no high degree.
I think that they made a typo there. It meant to say low degree.
Yeah.
Because
I mean,
his pre-attack planning, daybreak. How often did you scope? How much did you scope out this building before you come up with this fucking plan? Were you there at daybreak every day, or did you go at noon and you're like, yeah, there's people here?
And what made you think to shoot at the vans?
Were the signs that there were probably no cars in the parking lot assigned to you at daybreak that there wasn't anyone there? I think he thought. I think that
What are you going to do? Shoot? What are you going to do? Shoot the printer? What are you going to do? Shoot the printer that the office assistant uses to print out the warrants?
That'll teach him. I feel like he thought that maybe they have buses and just get bussed into the office every morning.
No, he thought they were in those. He thought they were in those vans that were coming in the gate. You know, the vans with the metal cage going across the back glass. You know, that's what they bring their employees in on.
Yeah, makes a lot of sense, don't it?
Yeah, it makes complete sense. I get where he was coming from. Not, dumbass.
Fucking idiot.
It brings me back to what I was saying at the first of the broadcast, Bronson. Common sense, the thing that's not so fucking common anymore.
Oh,
that's stupid.
It's fucking wild to me. I'd agree with pre-attack planning. I feel like it was done with a crayon, and it was half eaten when they found the crayon.
I was fixing to say, you're giving too much credit with a whole crayon.
I don't know if he
ate it.
I don't know if he ate it during or before. Yeah, so you're going with first that he ate the crayon first?
Go check his house. I bet there's a green crayon colored picture of how the attack was supposed to go.
Yeah, that office building shaped like a house.
And there was no red X mark. It was a blue X mark because he done ate the red crayon before he done it.
It's fucking cherry flavored. What'd you expect?
An idiot. In the words of Walter, dumbass. Bet you can't freaking do it again.
Can't make this shit up.
You really can't. You really can't. It's oh my God. See, at least with the Tiger King thing, we were able to have, a good debate conversation. With this, I mean, somebody, come on, give us something where we can, have some sort of, I don't even want to call it a debate because at this point it's just that for fear sounding like a broken record. Dumbass. BBC's 3 different directions and he could have done better. I mean, come on now.
I almost wonder if this facility's business hours were posted online. Oh, I'm gonna look it up.
Did he find out where the handicap parking was first? Oh, I shouldn't. That was wrong. I
Oh
apologize.
shit. Oh.
You know, it almost makes me wonder why we even decided to talk about this at this point. Was it for the laughs? Is
It
that
has
what it was
business.
for?
It has business hours. It fucking has business hours.
You're joking.
8 a.m. to 2 p.m. It fucking has business hours. Oh. Oh. Hey, it was it was a high degree pre-attack plan.
It's listed on the fucking door, you idiot.
A quick Google search would have done him wonders.
They should know when everybody was gonna be there.
Oh shit.
Do it after 8 and before 2.
Man, there were some cool fucking hours. I want those hours.
Right?
8 to fucking 2.
Same here.
What is that, 6 hours?
Yeah. And the money them people make. Oh
wonder
my
how-
Jesus.
I wonder how long their lunch is.
An hour probably.
Yeah,
Hour and a half.
So 5 hours a day of work?
4.5 to 5 hours a day of work, and you go home.
Damn, I want that. My first order of
I'm in
business, my first order of business, though, if I was to go there, I would put in like an idea to take the hours off of Google.
No, hell no. Leave them bitches up there because apparently if you leave them bitches up there, people do it before or after you show up for work. You're either not going to be there yet or already gone. Leave them up there. Hell, ain't nobody paying attention to them anyway.
Oh shit!
The business hours were posted on Google,
No
and you
fucking
still
way.
couldn't get it right.
You're talking daybreak, so you're talking 5:45, 6 o'clock in the morning. You were 2 hours early.
Hold on.
Oh.
Sunrise in Texas is at 7:31.
So
he done that shit a full 30 minutes to an hour early.
don't he know that it's the government? They don't get there early.
No. If anything, they show up late.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He did that shit. He was a whole 30 minutes to an hour early.
Bro could have stopped at the Waffle House and had some breakfast and still would have had time.
Some smothered, covered, and
Chunked.
scattered, smothered, covered, and chunked with a chocolate chip waffle. No, go to the Waffle House and order a pancake. They really love you.
So this other one is
Oh, what? Wait a minute. Hold on.
the other one that is just a link at the bottom. It didn't pull up an embed. You didn't know about the last one, okay?
No, I didn't get the last one.
The last one's
You didn't
old.
send-
The
You
last
didn't
one's
send
about
me that.
the last. I did send it to you. It's the very bottom. It's the hill.
Fort Hood?
Yeah.
I didn't even open. I was looking at the pictures.
Oh fuck!
Bronson, come on now.
I guess I was revolving everything around Texas because Fort Hood is in
I'm a-
Texas.
You know, and it's one of the biggest. Hold on, guys. I gotta cut this air conditioner off. Give me just a second. My backside is turning into an iceberg. Okay, we're good.
So 16 years ago, in 2009, a ex-army psychiatrist gunned down 13 people and wounded 32 on that base. Well, the military is now asking the president for the go-ahead for military execution. Now, it's not going to be a firing squad or nothing like that. It's not. Nope. Lethal injection. That's Texas, or that's the military's adopted way of execution. It should be a firing squad.
Disappointing.
At that point,
That's
even being an ex-army psychiatrist, wouldn't you think that would borderline be treason?
To me, it would be.
So you're talking treason.
You open fire on your own people.
You're talking murder, capital murder, mass murder. So
at that point, not only have you committed treason, not only have you committed capital murder, not only have you committed a mass shooting event, and not only in my eyes are you labeled as a serial killer, well, hell, you've done hit 4. 4.
thing is, this person was a fucking psychiatrist. Why didn't you write yourself some loony meds?
Go talk to somebody. Go talk to the guy in the office next to you. Lay on his couch.
So as of right now, the White House didn't comment on the situation.
Wait a minute. Is this guy still sitting on death row?
Yes. See how everything all kind of intertwined together tonight?
This motherfucker been sitting on death row that long?
For fucking 16 years.
That's stupid.
Now,
Stupid.
where's he at? I'm assuming he's in.
He's got to be at Leavenworth.
I'm assuming he's in military prison.
Leavenworth.
Yep. He is on death row.
Or Leavenworth.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. That's where they all go. Fort Leavenworth. And that's where he'll stay.
Served for 20 years almost.
On our dime.
How the fuck do you serve your country for 20 years? And then just all of a sudden wake up one day and is like, I'm going to go kill some people.
You do realize that 20 years, that's full retirement.
Yeah.
Get out. Retire. Go live on a beach somewhere. Sipping margaritas with a senorita.
So here's the reasoning. So he wrote a letter.
Dumbass.
He wrote a letter, and I considered those who were trying to help the U.S. undermine the Taliban's attempt to establish Sharia, God, law as the supreme law of the land and replace it with something else like a democracy that doesn't rule by God's law, the enemies of God, and thus worthy of fighting and killing. So pretty much.
Oh, he was one of those.
He was one of those. His parents were Palestinian immigrants.
You You can't judge his parents off of him.
You can't.
Because his parents might have actually been good people. Because whether people believe it or not, there are good people over there.
Yeah, I
There
don't
really
disagree
are.
with
There
that.
are some great people over there. It's just the select few have given them all a bad name. So don't let his Palestinian background
The part
make you
that
think that
gets
they're all
me
like that.
is that the supreme law of the land and replace it with something like a democracy that doesn't rule by God's law. Bro, we've been a democracy since 1776. Like, it didn't happen overnight and like you were blindsided. You literally signed up for the military and all of that. It served for over 20, almost 20 years.
Religion and politics. Two things that should not be mixed.
Yeah.
Because there is a difference between living religiously and living politically. Because
Hey, he did both.
if there's three types of people that you don't trust in this world, it's a lawyer, a politician, and your local weatherman. You don't trust
You're
them.
not lying.
And they're gonna fucking lie to you.
It's gonna rain
I mean,
today.
look at the way lawyers spelled. Lioria. Yeah, lie. A politician gonna lie to you to get you to vote for him. And then the weatherman just, I don't know what they doing. They just straight up lie to you.
Lawyer literally doesn't have the word lie in it.
Ly, lie.
LAW, law.
But there's a L, there's a L and a Y in it. Lioria.
That's not how you spell lie, though, either.
Fuck you, watch Medea.
You give me a headache.
No, I think you give yourself a headache.
No?
Oh, yes. Bronson, did you shave again?
Yeah.
Stop it.
Fuck you.
Quit shaving.
Fuck you.
Quit shaving.
Fuck you.
No, I'm just telling you, quit shaving. Don't shave for the next 4 months.
It grows patchy no matter what. It don't fill in right here. On this side,
Bruh.
it does.
Bruh. I tell you what.
I don't want to be in an Apache helicopter, unlike you.
Shut the hell up. I tell you what. Let's make a deal right here, live on the boob to YouTube. You don't shave till I shave.
You don't shave.
January 1st.
Yeah. All right.
From now till January 1st.
All right.
Virtual handshake. All right, January 1st. We'll both shave January 1st.
All right.
We'll do an unfiltered on January 1st, whether it falls on a Friday or not. We will do an unfiltered. At which point, see what January 1st falls on.
January 1st is on a Thursday.
At which point we will shave live on air.
All right.
And y'all get to see Tater with no beard.
Yeah,
just a mustache.
It's gonna look weird.
Just a mustache.
I'm probably just leaving the goatee, honestly.
No, just a mustache.
Just the stash.
Just a mustache. 80s porn stash, baby. 80s porn stash.
My stash doesn't grow that thick.
About the only thing on me that actually does grow like that.
The only thing on you that's thick, period. Sorry. The wives were talking about it and I overheard.
Oh, well, you know,
Sorry. Pencil dick.
anything's dangerous at 200 mile an hour. Just saying.
Is that where the Apache helicopter's coming back in again?
Kind of, sort of. You know.
Well, guys, you ready
dangerous.
to end this shindig? No. It's been.
I mean, I guess if you're ready to get rid of me, why not?
Oh, you're leaving after this?
I don't know. Am I?
I don't know. Anyways, guys, it's been a good episode. We,
I did some rabbit holes on this one.
we need to do like we did tonight and have 5 or 6 of these pulled up. It just
That was good.
all of them
Really
kind
good.
of went into each other.
They did.
But till next time,
They did.
guys, we'll catch you next Friday, same time. Tater will probably still be late. You're always late, but at least you show up. But till next time, I'm the Delta BB.
I'm Tater.
We'll catch you on the next one.
Adios, guys. Have a good night.